So if your child hates online learning or your child is struggling with online learning, you're not alone actually. Some parents actually face that too. Many parents think that their child is just distracted or they are not serious. But the truth is, there are deeper reasons behind it. In this video, I'm going to break down why children struggle with online classes, and most importantly, I'm also going to let you know what you as a parent can actually do to fix it. First, let's talk about attention span. Let's start with attention. Children, especially in elementary school, which we actually call primary school, they are not naturally built to sit and focus on a screen for long periods of time. Even you as adults get tired of looking at screens. Imagine that you're actually seated in front of a laptop for as much as 30 minutes, 45 minutes listening to someone. You're not going to be interested in it. You're going to lose interest at a certain point. Now, in a physical classroom, teachers are moving. We actually use movement, we use interactions, we use visual cues, to make sure that the students' attention are focused. We use less teacher talks and more student talks. But online, some of that is actually limited. So what happens? There are some things that your child starts to do immediately it's online. Your child starts to look away. In physical classroom, eye contact helps the child to know that okay, it's teacher's attention is on me. And then when the teacher moves around, their faces also move around. But when it's online, there's nothing like that. And then the kids can look away, they can do whatever it is they can do. They can play with objects, they can play with pencils, they can nibble with papers, they can play with books. And then they also get distracted easily. Someone might be receiving calls where they are, another person might be watching TV where they are. If they are not in the same maybe you have 2 to 3 kids of different classes. One person is doing something, another person is doing another thing. They are just generally distracted. Now, it is not always disobedience, it's just developmental. Now, what is the solution for these attention span issues? How can you support as a parent? So there are some things you as a parent can actually help that is going to help you work on your child's attention span. So you can actually allow short breaks between lessons. So that means maybe they need to just go and pee. Just make sure that the pee break is not frequent. So in just 2 minutes walk to and fro, it could also help them to gather some energy, and then they are ready to focus again in class. Also, remove any distractions around them: toys, TV, extra tabs, anything that around them that could be a distraction when they are having their online learning classes. As a parent, you need to make sure that that's not available around them. And also, you need to encourage active participation. How can you do this? You need to make sure that they are answering questions, they are speaking during class, they can raise up their hands. Something as simple as saying, I want to hear you answer at least one question today. It can actually make a big difference. They are going to be proud. They know that okay, mama said I need to answer at least one question today. They will be very excited, and they want to actually make you proud. They want to show off to you that they actually listened in class today. Now that looks like okay, that's a goal for them, but they don't know that now you've made them focus. So that is how you can actually fix the attention span part. Now let's talk about structure. The second major issue we have is lack of structure. At home, it's easy for learning to feel optional because they're at home. They can wake up late, they can join the class casually, they can just decide to join the class in a singlet or in their pajamas, and it's just nothing to them. In fact, they might actually log into the online class without preparing any materials, no books, no pen, nothing. Now, when there is no structure, learning becomes very inconsistent. That's one thing parents actually need to know. Now, how can we fix this? As a parent, you need to create a school-like routine at home. Since it's going to be online learning in the next 2 weeks, you need to set a fixed wake-up time. If the class is going to start at 7:30 online, your kids should be up at 7 a.m. and they should be ready before 7:30. Ensure that they get dressed They are not sitting in their online classes in their pajamas. It's not going to help them. Now, you also need to make sure that all their materials are ready before class, and it is not on you to do it. You may help them, you guide them to do it themselves, because they have to be involved. Structure builds discipline for the kids, and discipline also helps them to improve learning. Now let's talk about the emotional disengagement. Many parents overlook this because they actually don't see it as a problem. In school, children see their friends, they interact with their teachers, they feel like they are part of a community. Online, that kind of connection is reduced. So sometimes you see that the kids, they feel bored, they are isolated, and then they are less motivated. And when a child is not emotionally connected, they stop putting in efforts to whatever it is they are doing. How can you help to fix that, or how can you improve that as a parent? One thing you need to do is you need to talk to your child after class. What did you enjoy today? What stood out for you today? Encourage them to participate and interact. Just like I said earlier, I would really be happy if you answer at least one question today. That coming from you as a parent is an encouragement for them. Celebrate their small wins. Oh wow, I'm so proud of you. I heard you answered one question correctly. That's good. Or I heard you answer one question and the teacher said it's wrong. Oh, I'm happy that you actually answered one question. We're going to work together so that the next time you answer a question is going to be correct. But I'm very proud of you that you tried your best to answer a question. See, that encouragement goes a long way for them. Now, when they feel seen and supported, they engage more. Now, let's bring it all together. If your child is struggling with online learning, it's usually just not one issue. It's a combination of attention challenge, lack of structure, emotional disconnection. And the good news is, this thing can be improved with all the simple, consistent support at home that I've discussed. Now, online learning can work, but it requires the right support system. As a parent, your role is very powerful in this. So if you found this helpful, follow me for more practical tips to support your child's learning. Like and subscribe. Thank you, and bye-bye.